Simon's idea, and I think it's quite good because it means we get to we 100% get the Sylvanas kill, so we get the achievement. Everyone gets the mount for doing all the fated raids.
Yeah.
And then we can just go into heroic, and then
Where
we
did
because if we don't kill Sylvanas in heroic, we have to wait another 3 weeks until.
Yeah. Did we?
So
Did we?
good.
Did we just start on heroic not last week, but
Yeah, we just did heroic, and it went. I think it was actually probably one of the more tougher tuned ones because we had a few wipes on some of the bosses. And Sylvanas, it was when I was tanking, and Sylvanas fucking hurt.
Yeah.
So I reckon, I reckon we'd probably still kill Sylvanas, but there's just no harm in doing a quick normal because we've got the skip. It will take us 30 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You ready to raid lead?
You know what? I am.
I'm ready for you to raid lead.
I remember at least 2 of the mechanics.
Yeah, I'm hoping I remember some of it.
The jailer's sanctum looms above us. How do we breach it?
The Tara group blocks our way. Champions, it is time for the jailer's pet to meet its end. Bring down those beasts. You'll need their power to face
Good evening.
the Tara group.
Hello.
Is that Rurak, just to confirm, because the name's a bit different?
Yeah, that's
Cool.
me.
Yeah, just checking.
That's my normal name here.
Cool. I will probably end up calling you Rurak, and I'm probably announcing that.
Yeah, that's fine, and you're pronouncing it just fine.
Good stuff.
I don't know if I can change my name here, like in different communities, to have different display names or something. I can change it to Rurak here, if that's possible, but if not...
I think I'm an amateur at Discord. I do see some people change their name for different things, but don't think it matters too much. Are you killing some trash, Rob?
I am. Yep, I've gone off the edge. Yep.
Yeah.
Since I'm already at the raid entrance start, I have like 5-10 minutes to sort out the laundry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we just casually kill trash for people that are early.
Okay.
No harm if you need to go and do stuff. It doesn't officially start until 8.
Alright, well, I'll probably still finish before the raid starting time, so I'll join you on the way.
Yeah, no rush, matey. Yeah, cool.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, Nivy?
Good, good. What about you?
Yeah, good, cheers.
Where's Simon this week?
He had a work thing come up a bit late notice, so he's had to cancel this week, unfortunately. So you get my superior raid leading.
Lovely.
And by my superior raid leading, I mean Rob's. So Rob's superior raid leading.
You will know about mechanics as soon as they happen.
Exactly, yeah, as after they've happened.
I mean, that's all I can ask for.
Exactly. We should expect as well, so glad we've got that sorted.
Oh no, I'm stuck.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
How are you patch treating you?
Yeah, not bad. Just trying it out a bit. Made a DK.
Yeah, I heard DK's pretty busted in Wrath.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Which raid is it this week?
A bit of Sanctum.
Ah.
What we've not killed Sylvanas on.
Ah, yeah. Do you know how it works with this quest where you're supposed to collect 30 of these things? Because I'm at 29 out of 30 right now. So if I kill one boss, can I go and like hand it in?
If you kill one boss, you'll get the thing. It will automatically let you hand it in, and then you'll need to go to Oribos to actually choose what you want.
Oh yeah, but can I like pick up the next?
Yeah, it will instantly allow you to complete it and pick up the next one to get the next token. So you won't lose out. Yeah, because I think it like I was a week behind on that because I took my priest still at first raid because Monk was bugged. So.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, and I was away a week.
Yeah, and I think you're in the same position as me where you're a week behind. Yeah, so I only got mine the other day, and then I used it to get a tanking trinket anyway. So.
Yeah. I'm like a week and one boss behind as well since I'm on 29 because I was in Sanctum when we didn't kill Sylvanas.
Always pop out of the break or something and grab it. We're gonna
I don't know what
we're gonna go on, sorry. We also need someone to get the immune to stun thing if someone has it. But we'll see.
We're already in.
Yeah, we're just doing trash. We're just gonna do normal and skip and do Sylvanas and then jump into heroic, just so we guarantee we get Sylvanas to get the quest.
Ah yeah.
Do all the fate because we've done all the other two fated bosses. So.
Yeah.
And also, I think there's a few people that just haven't seen Sylvanas, so it won't be too bad for people to just see phase 2 and 3 because I think heroic Sylvanas will slap a bit, or it did last time.
Yeah.
Certainly slapped me when I was tanking it anyway.
And I've only DPS'd it as well. There's some debuffs in the third phase.
Yeah, there's the debuff in phase 2 that you kind of have to manage a bit.
Yeah.
Just heal. We'll be fine.
Just heal.
Hello.
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 Oh.
Hello.
Aha, I've got the other beating heart. Good.
Hey guys.
Hey Wrench, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh, not bad.
Hello.
I just woke up. I went for a nap earlier and just ended up sleeping all day.
The best type
alright
of
then.
naps.
Yeah. Are we doing invites or shall I just make my way over? Summons, I mean, sorry.
We're just doing one more bit of trash and then I can pop out and summon. But if you want to make your way there, it'll probably be the same time.
Yeah, no, I'll come over.
Because yes, we have to pop out. We are warlockless this week.
I'm at the
Right,
entrance as well, so we can
I'm
summon.
at the stones.
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you want to maybe just summon anyone there, but I'll pop out afterwards and get the people that are a bit
thank you
close
then.
to the time.
Cheers, guys.
Less damage from AoE, I'm standing in everything.
Ain't no hungering missed phase for you.
Nope.
To be fair, on normal, I'm fairly certain you could just stand in it anyway, but
Yeah.
I won't say that because people might die to it.
Looks like I'll be standing in it.
You can mean I can stay in melee?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Never gets old.
Exactly.
I've actually never seen this instance portal before.
Which
Oh,
instance
that's
portal?
right. This one, for this raid.
Oh, you just always got summoned to it.
Yeah.
It's lacquer. Alright, I'm gonna press the button.
What the hell happened? I'm back in our boss.
What?
I think I might have pulled the boss right as you jumped in.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, and then it
right
did,
as
yeah.
I went in. Oh, god
drawing a
damn
fight.
it.
I think that happened to Tanzir as
Unlucky.
well.
Summon Plix.
So, dudes.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo.
Thanks, man. Again, for the summon. Let me know when I'm safe to enter the dungeon.
Let me know when you are about to enter.
No, I won't. I'm going to just sort of sneakily go. Yeah, that's why I had 2 loading bars. Oh, I'm here. Whew.
But they're standing outside, so I'm just going to try and knock everyone off with this obliterator soon.
Is it Sanctum?
Yes.
Oh,
favorite
yeah,
raid.
baby!
Your favorite raid.
Might as well leave now.
You can hop in when we do the spinning boss. Just get the good parts.
It's your chance to beat top DPS, the Simon out.
Oh, even with him here, I'd still beat him. Scrub guild leader.
Well, his class carried anyway, so.
Yeah, it's just his class, isn't it?
Broken class.
Yeah.
Jaraxxus is just slightly taller.
Just need to quickly buy some pots and then I'll be right there. How has everyone's day been today?
Not bad, not bad. How about yourself?
Fairly average.
Average to poor.
Oh, yeah. And Man U playing tonight? Will that cheer you up? No, they're not
Man U
playing
playing
tonight,
tomorrow.
Playing tomorrow.
Yeah. But
Wonder how my local Nottingham Forest team is going to do against Man City.
I think Erling Haaland is going to rip you apart.
Well, he's my captain in Fantasy Premier League, so I'm kind of not against that, but I also, yeah, it's a tough one. I'm a bit split.
At least Arsenal is doing something this season.
Mate, yeah, being an Arsenal fan's the best thing ever at the moment.
Yeah, but we all know what happens to Arsenal at Christmas. Come on now.
They've already had like 3 injuries, so give them one. They're already having to go Lokonga deep in midfield, so. Alright, who are we missing?
Have you guys killed the 4 things already?
Yeah, we've killed the 4 things, and I've got
So I
the
can just go and get the powers.
yeah, I've got the stun immune one, so everyone can just pick whichever powers they want.
Okay, guys, don't stand within 1 yard of me.
Are you going to die?
To be fair,
and blow us
it's
all back?
normal. If you die on normal, then you've done well. You could still die from the stun mechanic. But yeah, we do it just so people aren't confused. We are just going to do the skip on normal, kill Sylvanas, and then jump into heroic and do that. Just to assure we get a nice Sylvanas kill and complete the fated quest. Get everyone mounts.
Are there supposed to be 3 or 4 animal powers?
4.
There's 4, 1 in each corner.
Alright.
But you might have to if we've not done all the trash around, you might have to run through the middle to get to them and so forth.
Yeah, I just got the 4th now.
These guys have been slacking.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Are we missing anyone, John? Otherwise I can get my powers.
We're missing Clint's and High Totem, which I've not heard from either of them, so just poke.
I am so hungry, it's unbelievable.
Might help to eat then.
We are on normal.
How are we gonna get from here to Sylvanas directly? Or I got it wrong?
We have to kill a few bosses. We have to do this skip and then kill 3 bosses, but it shouldn't take too long because it'll be on normal.
Is it
Okay.
3?
4?
I thought it was just Kel'Thuzad. And
Yeah, isn't it just kill
Yeah.
it's just
8.
KT.
First KT and then Sylvanas.
Ah.
We used to kill the
Oh, we used to go
Oh,
back
the
and kill them
chest.
to get to the chest,
For-
didn't we? That's why
yeah.
I think that, yeah. Okay, that figures. in which case, yeah, blast it in 30 minutes. Just make sure we get that Sylvanas kill, get the mount for everyone, and then blast
Have I
some
already got the
heroic.
mount? Because I've killed Sylvanas.
No, this is the fated mount on about.
Yeah, but I've killed Sylvanas this week. As in, fated.
In fated, don't know. Did you get a mount? Don't know if you can get it through LFR. Probably.
No, I killed it on heroic.
Yeah, we killed it like last time. Right?
What, Sylvanas?
Yeah, because I wasn't in your raid, so
Yeah,
I did it
Elliot
again.
killed it.
Oh.
What's it called? The mount?
Not sure.
Slime something.
Slime something.
Gigglesworth Senior.
There we go.
What's it called, Rob?
Jigglesworth Senior.
Alright, Clips will be joining us a few minutes late. Hopefully everyone else is nearby, just gathering powers. I'll throw feast down when everyone's here.
Did you say you're throwing a feast down?
I will throw feast down. Yeah, just wait for everyone to be here so it doesn't aspire.
Do you guys want to Windwalkers tonight, or just stay on the Shaman?
Does what, sorry?
Do you want a Windwalker tonight, or...?
We've got Bibinal, should be good.
Oh, cool. There we go.
We've got B for the fist debuff as well.
Make sure I'm in with Simon.
Yes.
I want to be in high totems group.
Oh god, I have to make these decisions now.
It's just warrior, warrior, warrior. We get all the best.
And DK.
See, this is where it's like, and that person, and
Paladin.
It's
No, I don't care.
It's best for warriors. I think warriors get the biggest stat increase from it. I'm pretty sure I looked before.
Who else?
Me?
Do rogues like it? Yeah, you've got it, don't you? Oh no, you don't.
Nope.
Right, there we go.
Fuck me, I nearly lost it.
Sub rogue. See, there we go. Look, now there's a sub rogue that wants in. I'll rotate it a little bit if I can be asked. I feel like we need like 3 enhancements to keep everyone happy.
Do we want a Warlock?
I mean,
for next expansion.
we
More than one.
We might need more than one. Simon is obviously Simon's normally here, so it's normally not too much of an issue. But obviously, when something comes up, we are warlockless. So it would be nice if we had one more. But we're suss all that for next expansion. We're suss out anyway. We're going to open up for anyone to just say what they want to do, and then suss out, and we can recruit to fill
24
roles.
dragons.
It's going to be 24 dragons.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, but it means we'll just see what everyone wants to do, and if we end up without a tank, we can always recruit a tank and so forth.
It'll
Try and
be
make
24
sure that everyone can play what they want. I mean, I'm quite intrigued. Some of the talent trees make me want to try some of the other specs, not just the dragon. To be fair,
can't wait to play Prot Warrior in the new.
Yeah, I think it makes it a bit more. Otherwise, if it was just the same, everyone would want to play dragons.
Elliot, the healers don't feel the same way as you.
Go fuck yourself. Prot Warrior is going to be great in the next X pack. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm
It's good
entering.
in this expansion.
Right.
I'm bashing 10s in my greens.
Are you? Are you nearby? I say some.
Sepulchre. So no.
Yes, definitely not. I just ran to the wrong raid. Oops.
It's alright.
Well, can we just do the first one?
Yeah, we're just going to do the first boss because it's normal. But yeah, I did say before, but for anyone that wasn't here, we're just starting normal just so we can skip and just do Sylvanas on normal, just so we get the quest done for the fated raids, everyone gets the mount, and it could be useful for people to see Sylvanas phase 2 and phase 3 because it actually hurt quite a bit when we did it on heroic last time we were here. And then once we're done with that, we'll jump out and do heroic.
Yeah, I never did the this raid actually, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll go over a few of the tactics. Like I think, well, were you here when we did it last week, or have you just not seen? Not last week, but
yeah, I had to leave early. I did the first 2 bosses, so I'm good on those. So
that's
I'll
fine.
leave
Well,
the
I'm going to briefly go over them anyway, because there's another couple of people who haven't seen this raid as well and haven't seen some of the bosses. But we're on normal now, so it should be fairly easy. But I've got the stun immune mechanic on this, so if you get the chains, I forget what they're called, but the thing where you get an arrow on top of your head, just plant yourself on the square marker, and I will be stood in front of it, and I will soak the thing to stop you dying. And that's pretty much the only way you die in this boss.
Cool. I'll leave the body in case it.
Yeah,
in
throw
case
a
it
cauldron
buffs it.
down if we've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what Mikran's just linked there, the Chains of Eternity. If you get that on you, just run to square, and then assuming I'm doing my job, you shouldn't die. So 50% chance don't roll into the boss, but there we go.
John?
Yes.
Could you do a 15-second pull timer?
I can try and remember to do a 15-second pull timer.
Thank you.
Try and
When do
remember.
we bloodlust?
We bloodlust on pull. Yeah, we don't.
And so, which quest do you mean about Sylvanas? Is there a specific quest for her?
Do you
Or?
want to get Clint's out the party before we start?
It shouldn't matter if he's not in the raid.
The fated bosses.
The fated bosses. So when you do, when you've killed all all of the end fated bosses, you get a mount, I believe, from the achievement. So it's not a quest; it's just the achievements of it.
Also, gonna keep Mythic plus spec then, because this is normal.
Yeah, I'd say this should all fall over a little bit. Don't know how Sylvanas will be, but either way, it's still good to make sure you understand the mechanics and try not to stand in this mist, which Jack is very clearly going to do.
Wow.
Wow.
BM.
Bollocks to Elliot top DPSing, it's all Jack.
Yeah, you wait. Excellent place to go.
So chains, Orvalus, just get behind, go on, plant yourself on square.
Defensive. 2, 1.
Right, for those that are new here, we just do personal loot. If you loot anything and you want to keep it, it's yours to keep, no questions asked. If you don't want to keep it, just whisper it to me and I will roll it off, and then we'll just do it that way. Someone could do the skip while I do this.
I don't actually have it.
I should have it. There's a Haste Mastery neck if anyone needs it.
Taragru's essence is still tethered to its master. We can use that connection to
Is that the skip, that one there? Or
yeah.
We should face one another here, upon the precipice of death's victory. Too long I've had to disguise my true motives, pretend to serve false masters. It was I who helped architect Azeroth.
Oh my god. Didn't use my boon. sad.
It's very sad.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
You.
There's leather crit burst wrists with a socket if anyone needs.
Pull it all on Bloodlust?
Yeah.
You've meddled with my affairs for the last time! Fools! You cannot kill a lich!
The two raid frames.
You good, High Totem?
Are because this is for dispelling.
I keep my way.
Right.
Cool.
I can click on someone and it dispels them. It's a cool thing.
Beautiful.
Just running past the elites.
What, inside the raid or?
But I was into the raid now.
Ah, cool.
Just run into the boss and the portal should be there. There's the snowy portal you want.
Yeah, there's a portal with frost around it. Wait for you to come
Okay.
up with this.
Alright, cool.
We could probably just send melee into the upstairs, downstairs, whichever you call it, the other realm.
What do you say, John? Should I quickly like just respec Boomy for this, or do you?
You may as well just stay here. I know it's going to be boring, but just see how much damage you could try and get a DPS pass if you want.
Yeah, I kind of DPS on the last boss, but I'll stay resto and DPS here as well, I guess.
Yeah. So for this boss, for anyone that's not done it before, it's a kind of got multi-phases. There's each time we get to 0%, there's a little green circle that appears kind of near where she's standing now, and if you stand in that and press the action button, you go down to another realm where you kill an ad, and then once that gets to a certain percent, you come back out and we repeat again. The main mechanics here are that there's a swirly that you need to, if you get a swirly on you need to soak it with everyone. There's a couple of spikes that will appear that we will need to DPS, but I will try and just call that out on the fly. Some ads will appear when a tank's been hit, and then we need to go and kill those ads. But it's other than that, it's relatively straightforward. I call it out a bit as we go along.
In the phase 3 spikes, because we've got more healers than we need, can we just do 2 and 1 rather than 1 1?
Yeah, we can probably just do all of them together. To
Or
be
3
honest,
together,
even
yeah.
tonight we can just do 3 together.
Cool.
Especially on normal when we're in heroic, we do it
That's
properly.
what I mean. So just
yeah,
with the spikes, guys, just group them together.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, there's no real way that you can wipe the raid here. At least, just kill yourself. You should be fine.
Ah, okay, so we just did the last few bosses then.
Yeah, we're just skipping and just doing KT and Sylvanas on normal, and then we're going to go out and do heroic.
Ah, cool.
So it just makes sure that we get the Sylvanas kill and get
Good thinking.
Get them out. Yeah, hard. Just gonna figure out how you can wipe a raid.
I wasn't 15.
Oh, that wasn't 15. Sorry, Giga. I didn't do it on the first one either. I should have just slapped me. So you can see the ads that have appeared now. Marma's got one, for example, on the side. That's an ad we want to focus down. There's a spike on High Totem which will appear under him now. And this is a spike that when we kill it, we get raid damage. So we're going to transition anyway, but we can just kill this and heal through it. So now she's gone, you'll see this little green circle appear just towards where the boss started. If they're all the melee, including myself, can just go through here. And Elliot, I'll just ask if you can just call out what's going on the other side, because I can't see it.
Well, I'm inside, yeah.
Oh, you are inside.
Well, I'm melee.
Someone, yeah, maybe. Just gather the ads
outside,
when you're there.
Just kill everything. Just
kill everything.
I think with this
gonna kill it fast enough. We're about to do it here anyway. So now you press the extra action button, dip outside again. These ads down. If you get a swirly on you, just make sure you're out of the raid. When we're on heroic, we'll stack these towards the entrance.
Make sure you bring
So we've now got 3 spikes, so just position them relatively close to each other here, and we can just kill them all and use a couple of healing cooldowns.
Why have we got 3 already?
Because of the raid size. And this soak, everyone wants to be in it, or not everyone, but most people. And we just dispel off these as we can. So just make sure you dispel if you're a healer. Try and clear some people. If you've got any master spells, it's a really good time to master spell that. And then just about to go and do the same again with the swirly.
The same people, can they go back in here, or?
Yeah, same people can go in. You basically just send kind of half and half it. And we just kill an adwar in here and dodge stuff.
Or in my case, just stand in everything.
Or just don't dodge stuff if you're Elliot, yeah, either or.
Oh, it's already done. Wow.
So these spikes we can just place relatively close to each other again. I think one went a bit further away there. Oh no, fine. Just kill these together. And we can all stand in this. And then a master spell if you've got it. That's nice. Yeah, it makes it so much easier. There's these ads which are fixating, by the way. You want to try and avoid getting hit by them if possible, because they do raid damage. So if you see you're fixated by ad, just try and stay away from it, or use CC, stun it. Try and focus the ads down. It's not doing too much now, but on heroic, when that overlaps with the damage from the spikes, that can be a bit brutal.
We're going to come straight back out, by the way.
Yeah, indeed.
So if we had killed this ad quickly, he would have died last time.
If you kill these ads too quickly, they just respawn. Basically, you have to time killing them with when we kill the thing in the middle, on the other realm.
Okay.
Otherwise, they respawn. But it's not really the end of the world if that happens now. And at this point, it's about just not standing in the big frost zones which are appearing. Giga's going to go and solo soak that, so don't stand with him. And obviously things falling over now. Harge did manage to find a way to die, which was impressive. And again, just loot me anything you loot here that you don't need.
One of the jailer's most obedient lapdogs. I will attempt to twist what remains of his power and open a gateway that takes us straight to his master.
Some leather shoulders. Crit haste.
Almost to the summit. Be on your guard.
Azeroth's champions.
Do you know the most annoying thing about doing it on normal than heroic is that we have to go and kill all that fucking trash before the first boss again.
Yeah, it's not too bad if you just run through the boss though, is it? But yeah, it does take a bit of time.
Do we actually have to kill the trash? We could just
probably
go for the boss, right?
Yeah, we probably could just ignore and go for the boss. Well, no, you need at least the mechanic, don't you? The one that the stun immunity.
Maybe we can immune them, like ice block and stuff.
Maybe it's no harm to. I reckon we just do it to make it.
Yeah,
if we have one.
There's no light. But I do reckon we could have. To be fair, we could have done that on normal. There's a crit haste neck if anyone needs it.
A shame you won't survive to witness our victory. But if it's an ending you see,
If someone could give the crit haste neck to Rurak, no one else needs to roll for that.
Who?
Rurak, the hunter, new hunter. And there's a nail waste as well, if anyone needs that. Right, so Sylvanus is actually, I don't think it will be too bad on normal, but on heroic this boss actually is quite challenging still. And a lot of the mechanics will be similar. On the first phase, the main thing is there will be swirlies that appear on the ground at some point. You want to not be near that swirly. It will be a chain that will latch on to the closest player to it. So you want to make sure that you're not on that chain when the swirly's there, because it will latch on to you, kill you, and one-shot you straight away. If you get, once those are out, you need to damage the chains, we need to kill them all, and then that's essentially, aside from dodging obvious things on the ground, that's essentially the worst thing about phase 1. Once we go into phase 2, there'll be a transmission where we just walk along a bridge and so forth. I call that out a little bit as I go there. There's a couple more things to dodge that come out from her, so you need to try and keep an eye on her. We need to interrupt her as we go along, but I try and call that as we go. In phase 3, the main 2 mechanics are one that you'll get an arrow put above your head. If you get this arrow, you'll get a timer, and you need to try and there's 4 platforms, and you need to try and jump to one of the other platforms as the arrow goes off. So it's quite hard to explain. It might be a bit easier to see when people get there. Annoyingly, I'm a healer, so I've never really actually had this mechanic as well, but I believe most people just jump when your timer gets to 2 or so. With it, just jump to another platform. She fires the arrow at you, it explodes, deals damage to everyone, but deals damage to no one because you've moved to another platform, and then you come back. So on normal, it should be a little bit forgiving.
Sorry, make sure you wait for it to go off before jumping back.
Because it fires, and you'll find it easier once you've done it once. The other mechanic is that there's puddles that are on the ground. In normal, it's not too punishing if you pick up these puddles, because there's no mechanic that punishes you for having it on you. In heroic, there is, so it's probably worth just getting used to the fact that you want to avoid those puddles. The tanks will try and jump to platforms to clear them up. The tanks will occasionally go around and hoover up all the puddles. We dispel them once you get the puddles on you, and then they all come out and form and go on the ground. And there's a little grace period of a couple of seconds before you can pick them up again. So basically, if you're in DPS, just try and avoid the puddles unless you're intentionally trying to pick them up and let the tanks deal with them. On heroic, there's a mechanic she casts that if anyone has stack of that puddle at the end of the mechanic, it will basically wipe the raid. It's just one of the main mechanics of phase 3. But again, it's a bit hard to explain, and it will be a little bit easier for those that haven't seen it to just see it. So I think we'll just go and have a pull. I'll try and raid lead as we go through it.
If you have the stack on you, just
you can always call for a dispel as well. Yeah, if you accidentally pick up a puddle, then it needs to be dispelled off you. So try and move away from other people so you're not potentially dropping the puddle on other people, and get a dispel.
When do we bloodlust?
We will bloodlust.
You put your bloodlust on pull because you get 2 bloodlusts.
No, not on normal. We won't. I don't think.
Do you still not get 2 because it's all time based, isn't it?
Right.
don't know.
I don't think so. I think we're just safe Bloodlust for when we get over to the third platform, which is what we'd normally do in Heroic.
Who's going to fall off the bridge today?
Jack will. There's still a clip somewhere, Jack in dog form just running off a bridge.
I am not a duck today, so...
No, you don't think the Ghost Wolf it now. So there's just some swirlies to dodge here. So these are the chains I was on about. You don't want to be near one of these swirlies now, and it will latch on to the closest player to them. And then we want to DPS the swirlies. When it latches onto you, it clears stacks that you see. If you have a look now, some people will have some stacks of a debuff, which you get throughout the fight, and if you fail, some of the mechanics. If you do occasionally want to intentionally be the person that's close to that chain, so it clears your stacks. So that may be a bit confusing, but the general rule is if you have a high amount of a stack and are taking some damage, try and make sure you're close to one of those swirlies when they're there, but not on top of it, because it will kill you.
You get the dot by standing in those swirlies.
Yeah, indeed, you get the dot. Just I think it randomly applies it, and also, yeah, if you fail any of these mechanics, you get more of them. And we also know that we can bot them as well if need be. If someone gets high stacks. So like Muin, for example, you've got 4 stacks now. You want to try and get attached to a chain if you can, which you did because it cleared them, and that's now you've got no stacks. Lots more chains here.
Yeah, immune to damage.
Yeah, indeed. There's the main thing here, now that she's just doing her stuff, you can't really damage her. Kill the chains and survive. These rives, these lines along the ground, they will one-shot you in Heroic pretty much. So the main thing here is to just try and avoid as much as possible. You'll get away with it now in normal, but in Heroic these will be one-shots. Or maybe just, I'm not sure, maybe now we've got gear or not.
I think it's Heroic.
But either way, it's good, obviously, good practice. You can't really deal damage here, just focus on not getting hit.
Running around like
so if I've got this arrow on my mini map or next to my mini map with 15, is it a bad or?
Don't know if you have an arrow. Does it get away back? No.
151.
But you got 15 stacks.
You don't have 15 stacks of the debuff, so it's something.
Nah, I'm just joking.
That would be impressive, and you probably would have died. But again, we actually get 1 free pass. Rob can bop someone, I think, that get rid of their stacks.
Okay.
And I'd be quiet here, someone might not have seen the cutscene.
So you gotta watch this every time?
No, once everyone's seen it, it just skips it, but there'll be people here that won't have been here before, so it will...
Oh, okay.
It will be showing it them, and we just ruined it by talking through it.
Nice one, John.
If you fall off the bridge, 1,000 gold in the guild bank.
And yes, it's not uncommon here for people to fall. That being said, there are holes in the bridge, so as much as it sounds obvious, try and stay on the path.
Fuck my life!
So, as you say, some idiots do fall off the bridge.
There's a gap at the end! There's a gap at the end!
1,000 gold?
We can res when we get to phase 3.
No need.
These haunting waves do happen periodically, so just get used to this and when it being cast and dodging the lines that come out.
Elliot, since you're dead, can you go to my stream and clip that? Cheers.
Absolutely not. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
So in around 10 seconds, she's going to do some circles on the ground that you want to make sure you're not stood in. She'll spread them out, and we will all try to stay clumped together for now to bait them all into one position, and then we're all going to move away from it. Now. And don't be in these circles that appear. The one circle, there's a lot more for it. Jesus Christ. Didn't even see any
I
there.
was waiting for them.
Yeah. Apparently there's only one circle on normal. This is an obvious just spread away from people, don't be stacked with this.
With me, champions. Jaina needs our strength.
Which way?
Champions will assist me.
And dodge the lines. The lines will push you a little bit as well, so very careful with these. Once be focusing on the Goliath here. That's the soldier just in heroic, I guess.
Watch your step.
Quickly, champions! Stop Sylvanas!
Focus these orbs that appear. They just died before I could even say what they are, but they need to be killed.
There's quite a lot of trash before the Sylvanas fight.
Yes, it's a long fight, this one.
Jeez.
It was it's a bit painful to progress because you obviously have to do phase 1 and 2 every time to get to phase 3, which is harder. The debuffs that go out here, you don't want to dispel them immediately. You want to wait for these. Yeah, indeed. This is the focus soldiers here if you can. You want to dispel once they get to high stacks because when you dispel it jumps to other people. You see how that just duplicates there. So you want to let that stack up on people and only dispel once someone's got a lot of stacks with it. Because otherwise it will just very quickly spread throughout the raid.
How many stacks?
I normally do when it gets like 8 or 10. Like on heroic, that part actually has quite a high healing requirement, so it's just generally to make sure that someone doesn't die to that and overlapping damage.
That is the first time I've heard about that mechanic.
Well, I guess you don't hit there. It's the healer mechanic, really. I'm already transitioning. Everything's just dying. Just pad here on ads if you want to, so you see them. So these are the 4 platforms. This is the middle one, which we don't go on to. We get ported on the side one. Don't jump over to this platform, you'll die. Then fight. So you're now. I'm going to go over. You can watch me with a mark on my head. I'm going to go and clear some puddles.
Lost
When
now,
this
or?
one's done. No, wait until we get to one of the later platforms, maybe. Just because it's when we're going to do it on heroic. Just waiting for her to do the puddles.
Sorry, boys, I'll happily stab the floor, no problem.
So these are the puddles I was on about. I've just run across another platform, just going to gather some up here. If one of the tanks can potentially do the same. There's an AoE circle to dodge there, which a few people were stood in.
Target you.
So I think we'll be alright now, but on heroic, can the off tank at this point go over to the platform to the right and clear some of those puddles, some of the puddles when they appear? I'm not sure who's tanking at that point, because it just helps us clear space. And Rob, cool when you want to dispel.
I've got the arrow on me.
Okay, that's fine. Arrows are going out now. You can see people with arrows on their head going over. So hard, you've got one on you now. You need to try and move over to that. Yep.
Dispel.
That's just revivaled them all off. Cool.
Dispel mom.
Yeah, we can bloodlust now. As well.
We need to resurrect.
You got the bomb.
Watch your step.
Can we res Rob?
Nah, Rob's very far down.
Okay. We should still be alright. I'll try and clear up some space here.
Dispel mama.
Mine's on cooldown, someone else can. Thank you.
Taunt boss.
Yeah, we're just gonna solo tank this. God knows what happens when you go over. So there's an arrow on Bibber now, one on Urek. So when that counter goes down, you'll want to jump over with the others. Yeah, to the other planet. Let's wait until you get the arrow. and then jump back. You can jump back once she's fired it now.
Boss is dead.
Yeah, boss fell over with it being normal. So don't go, just because I saw there, don't go too early if you've got the arrow, because you'll go over and you'll soak someone else's. Or we'll jump to the middle platform before we all die.
Fucking game.
But yeah, you want to try and time it so that you go before your arrow goes off, because there's 3 that goes out in sequence, and if you go over too early, you'll just stay on a platform, can't be healed, and you'll get hit by other people taking their arrows over there. I get it, it's a hard mechanic, and it took us a while when we were first here to get there.
Also, you want to make sure when you're jumping with the arrows, you want to go to the one ahead of where we're going, because that's what happened to Harj, and if they do raise and the platform disappears, you've got to then go through 2 platforms.
Yeah, indeed. I didn't, to be fair, that was my fault, because I didn't really say which platform to jump to, just to jump to a platform. Just before we jump out and do heroic, there's a crit verse 285 ring, if anyone needs that. Whew. Nearly better.
Our enemies amass outside
Oh, and Vizey rolled 99, what the fuck?
Indeed, if we can give that to Vizey.
Yep.
And then I'll assume I've not been linked to anything else, so we can all head out and reset, jump into heroic. There are holes in the bridge, and we all got our mount. What did we get? Try in the bridge, so as much. That being said, there are holes in the bridge, so Bigglesworth or something. Holes in the bridge, so. To fall at that. Said there are holes.
Everybody stay outside.
That being said, there are holes in the bridge, so as much as it sounds obvious, try and stay on the path.
Fuck my life!
So, as you say, some idiots do. That being said, they are. Let's wait. Should have reset it. Don't know if we just need. Yeah, everyone seems to be out.
Before you go inside.
Yeah, we're good. Although I need to reload my UI.
The Taragru blocks our way. Champions, it is time for the jailer's pet to meet its end.
Thank you.
Bring down those beasts. You need their power to face them.
Yeah, we've got enough. Want to come in and not die. No, I got it last time, but if anyone gets offered the, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but the anima power that makes you immune to stun and fear mechanics, if you could take it, because we will need that. But I should get a few.
I guess no one takes lumbering form.
Yes, if you could not take lumbering form, that would be great. Yeah, indeed. Like, I'm fairly certain that Elliot cheekily tries sometimes.
I literally took lumbering form on the first one.
You did, yes. Well done. If you could.
No, as in I'm taking it now.
Well, untake it.
I can't. Don't know how to.
You don't know
Little
about the little thing
pillars
that you
on the
collect,
side.
the little pillars
No,
that
no
you've just
idea.
forgotten about. No idea.
No idea.
Don't know what they mean.
Does everyone take resonating effigy then?
I don't know what that one is, but I think you may be alright with that one.
25% less magic damage. Taking magic damage has a chance to increase your movement speed and damage.
Yeah, you'll be fine with that.
Let's do that.
Fuck you, Nivy. Ah!
Again, try and keep an eye out if you get the one that makes you immune to stun and fear mechanics. Can't find the hitbox of this thing. There it is.
Well above it normally.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I'll have to aim about 20 feet in the sky.
Oh, there's the first goal in the city game.
City scored.
Yeah, Holland.
Yoo-hoo! El Capitan!
Oh, do you do FPL? Or is that just for me?
No, I do it, yeah. I got 280 points, I think, so far.
Oh, I didn't know you did it. I'll have to talk football about you with you. It's a ballsy manoeuvre doing Haaland though. Salah definitely starts.
I've got Salah as well.
Yeah, indeed, but a lot of people captain Salah just for the guarantee.
Well,
oh,
I did until last week when Liverpool won 9-0 and he didn't get a single point. He didn't have a single assist or goal in that game.
The Salah one, yeah, I got stung by that. I don't know, limit the football chat a bit, no, everyone doesn't care. Right, we are still lacking the actual power that we need for people to not die in this. So again, if you get the one that says immune to stun and fear effects, excellent. Cool.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet. I'll check now.
Yeah, well, we only need one, but if you want to take it, it means if you get the mechanic, you don't have to move if you want to be lazy.
Also, if one of this dies.
Yeah, indeed. So I'm just gonna mark biceps because he's. Yeah. Did you take it, high totem?
No, not yet.
Cool. I'll mark biceps.
Should I also take the immunity, or we have enough people now?
No, we'd be fine now. We've got one with it. If you want to take one that increases your damage, feel free.
Yeah, like lumbering form.
Have you still got lumbering form?
Oh yeah.
I had the choice for it.
Right, if you wipe us, I'm snitching. I'm telling Simon.
Okay.
Simon's shouting at me.
Simon on stream just being like, I'm still snitching if you telling the headmaster.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
There's a piece down for anyone that needs it. Biceps is the square person this time, so same as with normal. If you get the chains of something on you, then just move behind the square marker. Biceps will be stood there and will soak it so you won't die. Otherwise, the only difference from normal is that we occasionally get some circles appear that people will need to soak. I'll call that out when it's there. We have no Warlock Orvlis, so I'll have to nip out and summon you.
If you go out, you lose your powers, don't you?
No, I think you keep them. But we didn't kill that trash. Gonna have to go this way.
I'll come with you.
Thank you. That's all I mean. I'm saying we normally have a Warlock. But yeah, just be aware. It's going to be the same if we wipe as well. People are going to have to actually release for a change. After we've spent years getting everyone used to not releasing.
We got 2 Anks, right?
Yeah, you don't like. It's not ideal to use Anks for it.
Oh, you're right. We do lose them. Oh no, they came back. Never mind.
Ah, yeah. As you said that, mine did say 0. I was like, oh, interesting. I am going to just ask if you can maybe go without powers though, Orvlis, so we can just pull.
We should have 4. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have 4. So just grab the power nearby, Orvlis, and then I'm afraid, just so we can get going.
Mistakes were made.
Reset.
This is a problem.
If he could reset, that would be. Is he?
He's
yeah, I got aggro apparently.
Yeah, inside. Cool. Just die then. Don't stand. Well, we're about to die, so. Just hunger and this is nothing when you're outside of the arena. Aha! That's a good time. I can res if you don't want to release. Let's speed down.
Thank you.
Do you know what's really annoying is that I'd perfectly built up my 3 stacks of my jailer trinket, and now they've all gone.
It's very
I
upsetting.
think they reset anyway when you set the boss.
How do they?
I think so.
I'll taunt in a second, I'm feared.
I got stunned for 10 seconds somehow.
Yeah, me too. I think Someone went behind us.
What's happened to him?
He's just standing there.
He is just standing there.
Not near his hungering mist.
Was that supposed to be the hungry mist, do you think?
No, this is. No, he definitely bugged out for a bit there. And try and be away from people if you get this fear, because you will fear them, and we'll try and dispel when we can. There's some purple circle now that needs to be soaked, which nice one armor, just doing that. Jack's got the thing, so just stand behind biceps. Want to sidestep at biceps and kill him then. Oh.
Defensive.
There's another circle here which needs soaking. I'll grab a couple. The mythic mechanic involves having to actually rotate a bit more who soaks that, getting a debuff, so it is worth just noting that mechanic for now.
Oh my god, I survived a hit.
Survived 2 hits due to the cocoon.
Thank you.
Didn't survive. Can Mama get out of purgatory? Oh, look at that, go on. Do it without anyone dying. I so believe. I'll speed boost you, Mama. Run! Run! No.
I've even got speed gems in my gear.
It's speed gem. I gave you Tiger's Lust at the end. It was just too late though.
Secure the area. Fortify our perimeter. Lady Proudly, we could use your expertise.
So just do that. We're not skipping now. Just doing it all normally.
Of course, High Lord. The Terra Group's
On
essence
heroic,
is still
on mythic even, I should mention as well, I can taunt and tank that for
Simon,
like 8 seconds.
I was bubbled.
So,
I couldn't taunt. I was bubbled.
Yeah, it's probably like do that a little bit more properly on mythic. Although we put on mythic, I reckon we actually save lust for that part again, maybe.
Say that again.
On mythic, I reckon we lust that part anyway. We go back to using lust at the last 10% instead of on pull. Don't know how much that burn will actually hurt.
Do you animal powers only used for the first boss?
Yeah, imagine if they lasted for the whole raid. That'd be so much fun.
That would be.
What if if we did that was like normally the raid, and then there's a special achievement to do the whole raid without doing buffs. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Take lumbering form for the whole raid. Perfect.
Just go through everyone off.
Spin Biminal!
So he didn't actually use a weapon, just actually a Windwalker.
It's mad that Execute is actually like sometimes the third best spell to use even in the Execute phase. Like Mortal Strike does more damage.
They should rename it. So I'll say in a sec what I'm doing actually. But if you've not been here before, there's a beam during this fight which you have to jump, like either use a movement mechanic or these chains, which in this here we're going to be using in a second to get over. So just take note of where these chains are now that everyone's walking towards. Press your extra action button, jump over to the other one, and that's how you avoid the one-shot mechanic in this fight. And some, I don't know if people saw, but there was a swirly on someone there that you obviously if the rate are going to want to soak when you get that mechanic in the boss as well, where someone does the same thing there, tries to drag people off. The more people that are in it, the less powerful the drag.
No POEs yet?
No, it's clearly bugged.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, I can't remember what colours are used here, but so this phase has an intermission where 2 ads will appear, one on purple, one on green. We will split the raid in half and try and kill the ads at a similar time. Rage can stand in middle where I am now and hit whichever one needs hitting. I try and just for now, I just do group 1, 2, and 3 on purple, and then group 4 and 5 on green. But if I could ask a couple of ranged to potentially go on green and try and just equalize their health.
I mean, group 4 and 5 are pretty much all melee, so we'll probably have quite a lot of damage over there.
Yeah, indeed, and the healers are in 1, 2, and 3 in the tank, so I figure that kind of works. We'll see. We just might have to get a couple of people to move. Group 1, 2, and 3 on purple. Group 4 and 5 on green. So, yeah.
I'll be tanking green.
You good, Orvless? Nice. Just trying to see if I remember 15.
When did we roll last?
Last phase. Do it properly.
5,
Do that
4,
burn.
3, 2, 1.
So just dodge those swirlies that are there. If you've been hit by it and you have little lads near you, focus, just try and run away from them. There's another swirly now, if everyone stands in. Try and stand not close to the boss, but not too far away. I'll put a marker up X. Try and stand on X. When we get that, that was handled nicely. This is the beam that we've just skipped, so ignore it. Just go into the intermission.
Oh, this is so bad.
I love that it's all for you.
Thank you. Remember, keep the black puddles neat, guys, and run them into the other black puddles.
Yeah, if you get a puddle on you, just try and move it somewhere out of the way. Try and stack them on top if you can. Eyes are relatively good. One's a little bit healthier, but I reckon it will die shortly after. Nice. That was very equal considering I completely winged it. So swirlies to dodge here. And then swirly to soak. So high totem, come and stand on X if you can with us. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
It's fine, don't worry, mate. Come back res high totem. Yeah, we've got it again here, all stand on it, and then any roars or windrush or anything to obviously help us try and stand away.
Skipped it again.
We just skip, yeah, indeed. There's some DPS. Again, one's a bit healthier than the others. Just 1 or 2 ranges can just swap at the end. And Lust now. So again, chains on X here, most people in it. And then any movement abilities that we have.
Defensive.
Actually doing the beam.
Actually doing the beams, move over to...
Never mind.
No, no man. Didn't even see the boss's health for a second. Well, we got to see a beam for 2 seconds in that fight, that was great. There's a 291 offhand. Whoa. Dem rolls. The absorb will have been from the affix, which I've, to be honest with you, kind of half ignored for now because they're just getting dealt with, but we'll have to do this light. But probably start focusing on slightly harder bosses. Can you give the offhand to biceps?
It did, Mama. It was 11% and then it died. That's.
Was that due to the shield? Like it got a shield put on it and we broke that?
Yeah, it was the absorb from.
Because I did thought I looked at the boss's health. There's a one-hand strength sword, 291. If anyone needs that. You can if you could just wait a little bit and just check if anyone needs it for main spec psychs.
Yeah, because I also would like to roll for it.
Indeed, yeah, we do off spec rolls just after, just otherwise it gets a bit confusing. I'm assuming no one needs, and I'd ideally like to try and do off spec over transmog. I'm not sure if that's what we normally do.
Then I want it for transmog.
Yeah.
Can you not use it, Rob?
I can, but I've got a 304.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if people want to roll for that for off spec.
Wrench wins with the best number possible.
Giggity.
No, someone else won.
No.
The Zex.
I'm joking, mate. Look at what Wrench rolled. That was the joke. Not what he actually rolled. In terms of numbers.
Oh, we got a VOE.
Also win.
Yeah, 69 is auto win, exactly. I need to really go and help Mrs. One sec.
Oh, this is upsetting. Oh, thank you, whichever rogue stayed with me.
Thanks, guys.
Am I trading it to thingy? Yeah. 6.
6, yep.
You fight a battle you cannot win.
We will stop you, Sylvanus!
For Dragon, a fallen king without a throne. You will answer for your defiance. Valkyria, you are bound to me. Strike down my foes.
As you command, Dark Lord.
Right, I'll put a fuse down. I think a few people maybe died there. On this fight, there's a good couple of things that can cause problems, which I'll go over. One of them's just a soak that we need to do. If you see there's X triangle, X square, diamond, and triangle. During the fight, there'll be some swirlies that appear there that we need to stand in to soak. If you don't soak it, we'll take a lot of raid damage, and it will most likely wipe us. The other main mechanic on this fight that isn't too obvious is that 3 debuffs will go out. I will try and call when they go out. If you get the debuff on you, I could try and call where to go, but it would generally be nipple. You can see there's a nipple in the corner. We dispel all the debuffs once everyone's stacked on top of each other there. Once you've been dispelled, you want to move out and go back to the raid because the debuff will jump to the closest person to you. So all the people with the debuffs stand near each other, get dispelled, it jumps onto one person, and then and then the mechanic's gone, and we're fine. The other parts of go on, sorry, that's fine. The other parts of this fight are what the hell? I just fell down on a bridge.
Sorry.
That's fine. The other parts of the fight are just dodging and soaking, and I will call out all fairly obvious, but the main 2 mechanics are those that I've mentioned.
What color are the swirlies that need to be soaked?
They're purple.
Okay.
I call them out when they're there, and we should have, obviously there's a lot of people that have been here before, we're releasing here. Don't have a soul stone.
Don't release.
Oh, okay, we're not releasing. So.
Imagine dying.
Yeah.
Seen Haaland scored a hat-trick already.
Oh, has he? Has he scored again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's a fucking beast.
My friend is a Forest fan and is captain Salah this week, and everyone else in our mini league is captain Haaland. So everyone try and be in the shrouds if we got here. I think people might be a bit staggered. If we have to kill it, we have to kill it.
Cheers.
Right, throwing a feast up.
Fucking hell, man, sorry.
Cool. You all good, Marvin?
kill these evenly, we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
5, 4,
And don't rest until we get the third one come down that I can't remember the name of right now. Gotcha, that's the one. And the ad just spawned on us, it's nice.
Stay away from lines. Taunt both.
So there's just lines to dodge, I think. Good job clicking the essence, bring this in and everyone stand in this. This is a one you want to soak with everyone. And you want to run away and not be in this circle here. This DPS is just massive. This, you want to stand in this one. And then when the boss is targetable and with everything, we just lust. The debuffs will be going out in 5 seconds. I call out who gets them. High Totem, Wrench and Hyozu, if you could go to Nipple. I've dispelled one, someone could dispel the other. That's perfect. I believe the soaks are coming up shortly as well. Let's see what these look like. So these are the soaks here. So on every, like, don't need everyone in, but you need to have them all, at least someone in one of them, and stay in for a while because it takes a while to land. Cool, they're gone now. And if we could just pull out of the damage absorption. Fragments are out on Nilfa and me. I don't know why there's only 2, but I'm just going to dispel myself. That's a bit odd. And soaks. Just make sure we're in everyone. And we can move the boss back now if we can. The other thing's gone. No more fragments going out. Murin, Orvalus and Harge, if you could go to a little place near Nipple here, where Orvalus is there.
Stay away from lines.
No one's with Orvalus at the moment, he's on his own. I see Murin, you're next. There we go. And I'll dispel now. Someone could just dispel Orvalus.
Stay away from lines.
Good stuff. And we're going to get all of those mechanics again now, so just a lot of dodging going to be done in a sec. And soaking. And you can ignore these fragments, just keep them on you. Boss dead. Nice. Ooh. You've already got that, don't you, Bimmer? You die tubins.
Yeah, I don't need that either.
Is that good for Windwalker?
It's really good for anyone who plays.
I don't know, but the Jailer weapon is better anyway.
Well, there's a Jotungur. Yeah, do off-spec rolls in a bit, if no one needs that for main spec. Two-hand agility weapon.
Knights, secure the chamber. The anima used to empower the jailer's forges is being harvested in this
What have you done?
I got a diner. Is that? I can buy something with that.
No. No one seems to need that for main spec, so if anyone needs the Jotun, go for off spec. Well,
I was laughing because I fell off.
not surprised. Do you remember when you fell off in that jailer kill? Like, not sorry, the Sanctum kill, Sylvanas kill, just now.
I do actually.
Do you? Oh, good. I was just making sure.
But to be fair, I've never fallen off there before. It was like I ran to the end, and then there's a gap between the end of it and the thingy.
Cheeky. Well, someone would tank the mob. I'm glad that you enjoyed that, Rob.
Oh, thank you.
Has someone else been logging, incidentally? Cool.
I was about to flip at you, John.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah. I only didn't do it because I knew that Harge would have me covered.
I always do it just myself, yeah.
Can we actually get a log channel in Discord so all the logs
Yeah, I saw that. That does make sense, to be fair. I think I've got. I think I've got the power to do that. If not, I'll mention it to Simon because
Simon's listening.
But yeah, I don't see any reason. Yeah, and do it properly. Yeah, we should probably set it up properly.
What's that?
As in, like, so when you can search the guild and you'd see that all the logs are from the guild, because at the moment they're just they're just down as personal logs.
All the rogues.
it's like all the rogues.
Hey, I'm no rogue.
Thank you, Simon.
Knew he had a use.
I'll just do res.
Idiot died because he wants it by Wind Fury.
What's that?
He died because you wanted my Wind Fury.
My always have it.
But I'm too far away from you now.
I'll put a feast down for those that died. So the main mechanic on this fight is that you'll get 2 debuffs on you. You'll get a mark put over your head that would either be a star or a circle. If you get the star debuff, we move to star, and then we would dispel that one first, and then the circle one. So when you get dispelled, it will knock everyone back. So say I've got the star debuff, I move here, I stand here, I look outwards, because if you look the other way, it will ping you out and you'll die. So you want to look facing outwards, you'll get dispelled, everyone will get blown back to close to where circle is, and then we get in position again, and we dispel the circle debuff, and everyone will get blown back, and then we carry on. That's the main mechanic in this fight. The rest of it is just dodging some swirlies on the ground, and the tanks have to aim a beam at some ads, which we will kill some orbs. So I'll be able to call that as we go along. The main thing will be dispelling. I'll dispel the first one, and then if Necran or Biceps, or just if someone could just spell the second, just make sure I call for Ren to dispel.
Sorry, John, I didn't hear what you said. We're going first.
It's always star first.
Okay.
Are we lusting on Paul? Or
we are.
Gammon will save us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dispelling now, just be prepared to soak in the circles. We could just dispel the other one when we get a sec. This is the affix, incidentally. This is not the
Right in front of the boss.
Yeah. The actual bombs will be going out now in a few seconds. So I call who gets them, but just be aware and just try and wait for me to say when to dispel. So we've got Hadara and Wrench. So Wrench is going to move first. I'm dispelling in after this Suffering. And then everyone now wants to move behind Hadara after this.
Oops, pardon. I didn't pay attention.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry. This is a fairly complex mechanic. I'm doing some dispels now. If we could stay in the soaks. And that is the fight that we've just seen there, basically. We've got some new bombs coming out in a sec, so I'm busy and responding. So, Busy if you go in front. And everyone behind now.
Hold on, Suffering.
Wait for the Suffering. And dispelling now. We're doing it's too late. Everyone, we're good. And dispel now. I thought that was about to go off.
Watch your step. Hope so.
And if we can do the soak now, just dispelled Elliot. Debuffs are out. I'll dispel High Totem in 3, 2, 1.
Oh fuck.
Oh, and the other one. Yeah, I think maybe got knocked off. I'm not sure if someone dispelled there, if they maybe got knocked off. But that's fine. We just need to make sure that we're getting in position for the dispels a bit quicker, and I'll try and call that a bit better.
Anyone know what the name of the, you know when you
We're gonna have to release it.
You know when you use gavel, what's the name of the thing that spawns?
Soul Fragment.
Is that the proper name, like the full, what it's actually called?
That's what the mod. Well, that's what the mob on the floor looks like.
Cool. Because I'm just trying to set up a macro for it, so I literally couldn't click it in that one for the first like 20 seconds. Also, other peoples appear. Did you notice that? You can see other people's ones.
Yeah, and I tried killing it too.
Yeah, you can kill other people's as well, and it sort of helps with the debuff or
Yeah.
the buff. Yeah, so normally if I see we've popped them all at the same time, I just go around like attacking them all.
Yeah, because they
It
can't be
just sucks
cleaved.
they can't be cleaved.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually have to physically target them.
I've thrown a feast out.
I have many wares.
And when we dispel star, for example, we get knocked back relative to the person on the star position and not relative to where we're looking at.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, maybe should have
Okay.
clarified that. Yeah, so that's why everyone wants to try and be behind star.
Mhm.
Because you'll be knocked back from star, so you want if you're positioned in the middle, you will get knocked back unless you've got a way to prevent that.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's like it's an easy mechanic to wipe on, especially when we have like people haven't seen this before. Elliot?
Yep, ready. Cool.
I also struggled to see who actually had the star debuff on them for some reason on my frames. You don't spot that, but if you get star, just make sure you're the one that moves to the front. Dispel this instantly if we can. Someone can do the other spell to get rid of this mechanic. So the bombs are going out after this suffering. Oh no, then take another 5 seconds. Bombs will be out in a sec. So start moving towards star now. And Bibba's got star, so Bibba moves there. Move a bit closer if you can, Bibba, to star. Right, going, spelling now. And circle, move there, everyone behind, and dispel now. And then dispel these affects off and soak. Good stuff. Handled much cleaner. New set of bombs going out shortly. Some tubins on star. And dispelling now. And circle in position and dispel now to make sure you're ready for knockback. And I'm dispelling the affix now, someone could get the other one. Soak these, get the buff. New set of bombs coming out now. I'll dispel Nivi first, waiting for 3, 2, 1. Oh. And a spoon in position. Just a bit. It's fine, it's a bit early. Can we get Rob potentially? Don't know. Nice. Yeah.
No, it counted down, by the way, John. I noticed whoever had it had like 3, 2, 1. And on the
I don't.
It blew up.
Yeah, I don't know if that's when it expires necessarily. I thought that earlier.
Right, okay.
Gonna get one more set that we need to deal with. So if you get the star on, we can start moving it to star now. Move star there. I'll dispel high totem in 3, 2, 1. And then everyone behind Probrood and dispel now. Cheers for that, River. Taking that off. Spelling the debuff now. We'll ignore the next, and if you get the actual mechanic now, should be able to kill the boss. Clean enough. And if we can just clear trash to the next boss, and then we'll take a break, just to get ourselves there. And also, before I forget, there's a 291 male hands if anyone needs. If we can give the 291 male hands to Rick, no one else needs them. And there is a 291 plates chest, if anyone needs that. Give the 291 plate chest to Wrench. And a crit burst neck. So 291 crit burst neck, if anyone needs that.
Okay, pass.
Oh wait, did someone roll? Does the net get rolled?
The neck's just being rolled now. Is that a neck?
Fuck!
Cheers, Mama. Thanks, mate.
Your rage is exquisite, Illstream. It alone could power our soul forges
And we can give the neck to Harj. Cool. And we can just take a 10-minute break. I will see everyone in 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
See you soon, guys. scrub guild leader.
Well, his class carried anyway, so.
Yeah, it's just his class, isn't it? How long's left in the timer? Anyone? No, I've got it. Never mind.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hello.
Alright, just ready check to see if people are back after break. Just waiting for biceps. Any luck, biceps? There we go. Cool, cool. Right, this boss, there'll be a little dance. You see the room's kind of got these pizza slices in where I've put some markers. You've got green, purple, orange, and yellow. Throughout the fight, occasionally some of them will go red, and you'll need to be in the one that's not covered. I will try and call, but if anyone else can try and call if they see early which one is the safe one. There's an intermission where we have to dance between them. If we could try and just save Raw and Speed Totem for that as we get along, I call when we need those. The other part is there's some chains that appear towards the front. I've marked X, Square, and Moon. We will just probably need 2 teams for this, and assuming this doesn't put it somewhere, that's just whispered it to biceps. That's no use to anyone. Do that there. I've assigned some people to just deal with the first 2 sets of chains, which is Giga, me, and Nivi on the first one, and Bibinal, Biceps, and Elliot on the second set. Now, I'll call when they're coming up, and I'll try and press that button as we get close to it, so people can see.
It glows a different colour when...
But I believe anyone doing the change there should have done it before, so should know what to do.
When someone's affected, so I can just quickly zip and just left-click on them. Rather than having to look over here, see who's got the debuff, and then click and then press a button or whatever.
Cool.
It's a ton more work.
It's
But last when are we doing?
Paul.
3, 2, 1.
I'm intrigued what you were trying to say there, Rob. It's
Getting to look a lot like Christmas.
It is.
I got Halloween first.
Emitters up.
So the cones are coming in now. The green is safe. Move to the green.
What happens with that lizard being on the outside of the room?
Yeah, look. Thank you for the pull. If you get these brands, just try and stay away from people. Ads have spawned here. If we could try and grip them together as much as possible, CC them, mass grip as many of them, and focus the ads down.
Watch your step.
Cones, we're fine where we are. Stay on nipple. first set of chains is coming up now. Get in position. And break the chains. No harm if we do them too close to each other. Cones move to green triangle. And the dance is coming up, but we're going to get a lot of those cones in a row.
What do I do with this brand? Just.
Oh, you just don't stand near anyone, you stand near ads if they're there. It makes them take extra damage. Don't stand next to any friendly people. Green is first. So try and save the movement abilities towards the end here, because it's just going to take us along, and then we're going to need to move ourselves back. And then it's probably going to send us back to green here, so use raw here. Go back. That's fine. We lived.
Bonus one.
Turn to star.
Heading towards the back for more swarm.
Yep, ads coming up now. Good shout, Rob. Not too next to each other here. That's pretty nice if we can get those in. Good grip on that, Mama. Oh, that's beautiful. We're not even going to get the second set of chains here. There you are, Ellie. Didn't even have to do any mechanics.
Perfect. Just what I like to hear.
Let's hold on DPS.
Elliot needs a set of chains. All the way to green here, but away from it. Yeah, the DPS is a lot higher than when we were last here. Good stuff. Some leather feet? Yeah, leather feet. 291. Give the leather feet to Bibba. And there's 2 one-hand agility mace. If anyone needs those.
Do you want lust on this?
No, just kill it normally. Should be fine.
Wait a second for a few more people to get inside.
Yeah, indeed. Knocks out, doesn't it? Just throwing a feast down, not sure if anyone died, but it's there if anyone needs it. I'm not sure if they did Marmor, to be fair. Still got a chunk. So on this fight, there'll be a tank mechanic where they throw a weapon at a tank. The tank will move to one of the corners, which has a mark on it now. After every second one of these, some traps will go out. So I think 4 people will get a trap above their head. Those 4 people will want to move to the marker that the tank has been at, and some spikes will come out from where the tank has been, and you will need to try and move around the spikes as they move in sequence, if you've not seen it before. So they kind of come from the corner and they move out. When you place the traps, the most important thing is to make sure that the traps aren't on top of each other. As long as they're relatively near each other in that corner, then the tank that has dropped that weapon there will then stay and pop those traps one by one. So I don't know who that's going to be out of you, Rob and Marmor, because I think last time I did this with Rob tanking.
Yeah, I'll do traps.
But yeah, cool. If you could just do the traps, keep an eye on the debuff and so forth. And yeah, indeed, I'll just this weapon which no one rolled on. If there's anyone that needs it for off spec, if you want to just roll for that now. Anyone else? Someone wants to give one of those to Hadara. But yeah, that is essentially, there's an intermission phase where we need to dodge spike balls. There's some balls that will appear from one side and move to the other, and we need to focus on the ball in the middle. But I'll call those out, and you'll kind of be able to follow the herd a bit. The main thing is the traps. That's the one that can cause a bit of damage here if that's not dealt with correctly. The rest I'll try and call on the fly. And I'll call when the traps go out.
When did we last? Sorry.
Third phase.
3, 2.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention there's some chains that go out, which you'll see 2 people with now. If you get those changed on you, just stay away from people and go through the balls last when they appear. You can boot people with those. So that's the tank weapon. Hasn't got any traps now. These are the balls coming at us from the middle. We can focus the middle ball and res Marmor. This is the second weapon. This is the one that's going to have traps after it, so there'll be traps out after this weapon. If you get a trap now, you want to move over to where Rob is. I think we're going to skip it due to the DPS actually for this. Yep. So just skip the first set. Fair enough. Just follow the herd here. To the right. Sachet left.
To the left.
Is there a pattern to this?
That was me, that was mine. There is a pattern to here. Left, left. Look, I knew that.
To be fair, I was waiting for a prediction from Elliot.
Oh, years away to the right. So some chains are going out. Just try and make sure you're behind the raid here and you're going through the spiked balls at the end so you don't boop everyone into them. First weapon out there. Don't believe we get traps here. And these are the balls. Focus the ball in the middle. And get the ball in the middle if we can. There we go.
It's X.
Like, going to X, so if you get a trap here, you go to X. And we will get these. And then Rob's buffing them. Nicely done, Rob. So we won't get traps here, we don't have to worry about it, and we're intermission anyway. And just follow the pattern.
Fucking jailer trick. Annoying here.
What does it slow your move speed or something?
Yeah.
Ah.
And I'm a DK.
Yeah, so you don't have any move speed to slow.
And it kills you as well.
Yeah.
And Lust now is down. Again, chains at the back, first weapon here. Don't believe we get traps on this.
Target change.
Balls coming, try and focus the middle one.
Going green.
Going green, so if you get a trap here, go green. Traps are out, go green. Don't pop one of the traps, hold on Rob, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, now start popping them.
Only had 3. Oh.
Yeah, that was because one was placed in the middle, that's why I told you to wait, we're good now.
Easy boys, full plate.
Yeah, you just ignore the balls, boss will die first, hopefully.
Good job.
Yeah, so it was just one of the traps, we were fine there, but one of the traps didn't move to green, because the spikes that come on the floor will pop the traps themselves. So it's just why you want to try and place them the other side of the spikes.
I'm literally, look where I am, John, look where my body is, which is on the centre square. Right?
That's an ambitious centre.
But that is the middle square. I was just, and that's how close I was to the edge ball that killed me. That's so sad. Thank you for the res.
Got you, fam.
Yeah, did you see Saka has scored for us?
Are we?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, Villa was scored.
Oh. My app flashed up.
Douglas Luiz.
No, I want to see that.
5-0 Man City.
Yeah. But they've taken Haaland off now at least, so.
I also have Cancelo in my fantasy team as well.
Yeah, I think everyone does, don't they? Though?
They're losing. Newcastle winning 1-0.
Yeah, that's. Oh, well, there is.
Oh no, it was Jesus that scored.
Yeah, but Arsenal have just scored again.
Wow, spoilers.
That was pretty spoilery. I apologise.
I can always tell when Arsenal score because my neighbour is an Arsenal fan and he's
You just hear a massive oh yeah. I had that problem when there was an England game on once. Like my neighbours were ahead of what I was watching, and they were making noise anytime England scored.
Martinelli, who's also in my team. Let's go! What a week! My other side neighbours are all Italian, so I had to listen to them when they beat us in the World Cup, in the Euros even. It's very upsetting.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, Jack.
The thing was in Belgium, everyone was against UK. Don't know why. I guess Brexit.
Against us. Yeah, I think so.
And my sister went to look at it in the city, and so people were laughing with her. It's like, what the fuck? It's really fucked up.
Now we do safe normal strats, Rob, if that's alright.
Yeah.
I'll let you two sort out who wants to start and do all that side of things. I will just mark One of you with that one of you with that one. So if could group 1, 2, and Tanzu are Rob's group. Group 3, 4, and Mirror 2 are Marma's group for the soaks. There will be a tank mechanic here where the tank gets hit and has to take the damage themselves, so you don't want to be stood with the tank. The tank takes that. Afterwards, there will be a soak circle around that tank, and that's when you want to move in and soak with the tank. So if you're in group 1 and 2 and Tanzu, then when Rob starts glowing, I'd call this as well, you move in with to stack on green. And if you're in 3, 4, or Mirror, when Marma starts glowing, you stack on Marma on purple.
Remind me, is it soak? Is it solo, soak, soak, solo? Is that the sort of order it goes?
Yeah.
Rob?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go with yeah. Otherwise, we'll just do 2 of the things I can't think of the name of that does AoE damage before we move them into the circles. The only other mechanics here are that you'll get some circles on you where you'll need to move out. You want to make sure you're relatively still close to where you soak when those circles go out. And also when we're doing the phase where we're inside one of the pylons, which will make a bit of sense when we're there, don't move outside the pylon. You will have to spread those circles out within the pylon, and there's a beam to dodge. So that's probably a lot of words for those that haven't seen it, but the most important thing will just be to try and soak and avoid the beam. The beam will probably get you killed if you get hit by it. And I need to reflask. I'm not sure if anyone else does, just as an FYI.
I need a feast.
And you need a feast. Let's feast down.
One plus here.
Yeah, just lost on Paul, sorry. These are the bombs, you just want to be outside with these. And that's the laser, you don't want to be in front.
When you get the bombs in the
these
inside
bombs.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Just these bombs don't go too far away because we're about to get the tank mechanic. So it's on Marma first. So Marma's soak, go Marma's team, and then let Rob take that solo. Did we miss? Oh, did can we res Marma? You do take 2. Yeah.
Yeah, when we get the bombs inside the soak zone, guys,
and
make
yep,
sure you don't run out.
And everyone inside these zones, I should have marked these zones, the zone that we're near here now.
So don't move out with the bombs now, guys. Stay in. And just go to the back. Mind the beam.
And watch that beam. Very dangerous when it's in the soak zone. So it's going to be you that gets this first, yeah, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone on Rob now. And Marma?
And Marma solo.
Yeah, and then you want to move out of the mon when you're on Marma there, because that's the one he needs to take on his own. Careful with the beam. These bombs go out. And we want to start moving towards the next pylon here, where Rob is.
How many times are you going to go through?
2.
Twice.
These ones go out still. Okay.
Yeah, and then you want to move in now because he's going to start doing the purging. So you want to move into the circle now.
Not yet, after second.
Yeah, not the tanks, but the rest of the raid can move in already. That's fine. One's fine. Watch the laser.
Charge depleted. Meltdown in progress.
And bombs out.
Solo. Now
And I interrupt. And Marmors. And out of Marmors.
Sorry, Giga.
No worries.
Stay away from lines.
And careful of the beam. And let 3 go off here if we can.
Rally.
Okay, I'm moving. Put these bombs out. It's going to be a laser afterwards that we're going to need to dodge again.
Stay away from lines.
Charge depleted. Meltdown in progress.
And then we deal as much damage as we can. See if we've got enough DPS to do this. Indeed, good combat res.
Defensive.
Stack.
Yep. And stack on Marmot.
Stay away from lines.
Out with the laser. And out the bombs. I'm going to start getting purgings here. We might just be able to do this. Save defensives for now, if you can. Oh, I don't know.
INCs.
If you got an innovate biceps, that'd be tight. Yeah. And use defensives now to try and survive this one. And immunities. Nice.
Yup.
Close.
Let's go. Whoever saved me with a big cooldown in when I got hit by the beam, I will forever owe you my life. That I heard some kind of big cooldown get put onto me with an add-on.
Oh, look, certainly wasn't me. I wouldn't save you.
But earlier you keep telling me you got no life, so how's it gonna help then?
Apparently that trinket is one of my bits. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's quite good, that one, I think. It's recommended for Windwalker a bit as well. There's some male legs, 291.
what's mad is John, it's Newcastle's new signing that scored as well. That Isaac guy, 60 million.
Yeah, I'm interested with him. Newcastle have got good fixtures coming up. Oh, we've pulled in. Have we? Yeah, we have. Yep.
Yeah, we were in a shroud, but he still hit me.
Hey, John, you got the takes? That's Rogue, okay? Rake.
Yeah, good shout. Sorry, I missed that. So we could just give the legs to Rock. Thank you.
Cool.
There's a guy in all chat typing some ridiculous stuff, so people are just mass reporting him now, which is quite funny.
Is it you?
What stuff?
He typed some very questionable things in general chat.
As you do.
So someone just said, "Wow, you must really hate your account."
And the best boss. So on this boss, periodically throughout during the intermissions and during the third phase, it will give out some debuffs called Runic Affinity. If you get that debuff on you, you're going to be responsible with all the other people for doing these rings which are around the boss now. So there's runes that appear on the ring. If you have, I'm not sure if it's counter or clockwise, but if you counterclockwise, but if you have one person on it goes in one direction, two people on it goes in another. So the idea is to get the runes to stand on it, and it will move and match up with the sign that's appeared. It's quite hard to explain without seeing it, so it's probably best that we just see it. As Simon kind of asked as well, I'll ask if people that have been here before that know the mechanics, if they can just be completely unselfish, don't do DPS, and just try and make sure that the runes are done, because there are some people that won't have seen it, and it is quite a hard thing to pick up until you've seen other people do it. Throw a feast down for those that have died. The only other mechanic that will cause a little bit of harm is that there's some lines that appear that get mirrored throughout the room. So the tanks will move the boss to the side. So if you stay with the group, you should be fine. And it's a bit hard to see until you've seen it, but you only see half the lines, and then it kind of mirrors them, and you have to kind of suss out where the other lines are going to be. But that's why if you stay next to the lines that you can see, you're generally not going to get hit by it, which is how we do that. And then there's a tank ad which appears, which the tanks all deal with. I'll just call out that we cleave that. Aside from that, should be good. Can't remember if I already checked. I'll just do one. I think we're just waiting on.
Your mum said he's got to resettle his kid.
Yeah.
Back.
WB.
Cool.
Do we last in phase 3?
Yeah. Yeah, safe for phase 3 since we get the runes drawing it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So these are the beams here, so we're all going to move and try and stand next to one that's already there. And you'll see they just got mirrored there. Dispel the affix and soak if we can. This will be fun to do during the intermission.
Take bombs out.
Yeah, indeed. Those bombs need to go outside, out of the raid when you get a big circle around you. And soak that one. And this is the ad that needs to be in. Just cleave the boss and the ad here. So these bombs again want to go out to the side. Try and make sure you leave them on the side because they will leave a little echo. So you can see that one in the middle now.
My add-on's shouting me. Just look. Okay, good.
And the intermission. So the runic affinity debuffs will go out soon. If you get one, you need to be focusing on trying to do the runes. We don't use recalls to just communicate with voice.
I'll do the most inner one.
I have runic affinity, but I'm not sure where I should be.
That's fine if you don't. You just watch the others for now if you've got it. It's fine.
I'll go outer.
So it's one person on his
So
clockwise.
we need middle one.
You need to go anti-clockwise on the middle one. Zix, I think. I know you're good.
Still be able to get there.
Good job, Wrench.
Ball coming through group.
Oh!
And are you getting managing to get that? Yeah, Visey's on the outer one. That could be a bit late, but we'll see.
Yeah, that needed to have gone.
Yeah, it needed to go. Yeah, it's fine. We just needed backup. If you realise it's close, you shout for backup, and then someone else with a debuff. That's going to be so. There we go. That's really close. Res Elliot if we can.
Those balls actually do damage when you're not a tank.
Yeah, the balls definitely need to be avoided. And dispelling that. Make sure we soak. Circles out.
What does soaking do? The FX, isn't it? But I don't know what it does.
Gives you a debuff? Oh, sorry, gives you a buff. Damage. I'm not sure exactly what it does. Just damage. It just, yeah. It's good. Good. Soaking is good. More DPS. Focus down these ads. Circles out if we can. Circle up. And to the side of these beams. All going to want to switch to this tank ad when it appears. Everyone just on the tank ad. Now, everyone switch because we don't want to transmission the boss this up.
I'll keep the boss away until instead.
Yeah. I think we've got a couple of cent. Should be all good. Move it on now with the small lads. Just want a transmission with it up. I think it's 40 anyway. And dispel now. We can get these soaks before we go in. I think it's 40 anyway. Yeah.
Keep hitting the ads, guys.
Alright, same as the other one. If you get Runic Affinity, we want to focus on doing one of these. I'll do the very most inner one.
We'll take out him.
And just say if you need a backup and then someone else with the debuff will summon stand on it. I need a backup for Inner. Can someone back up me Inner?
I'll come in a second.
Yeah. Nice one, mate. And we're dancing around here. Cheers, Tubins. That's good stuff.
We're lusting now, right?
Once the boss is back, yeah. And to the side of these beams. We can res a DPS here if we can, and relust for them. If we can res High Totem or Tanzu. And Dispel.
I also got through.
So we're going to get
again.
rings now while we're doing this phase. So yeah, if you get we only get 2. So there's the inner and middle one. If you've got the debuff.
You need the debuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's alright, we're good. Taken care of. Thank you, Vizzy and Nibby.
That's my fault.
There's beams, want to move to the side. These are going to come over us now, just be aware. This beam's going to be coming through the raid. Yeah. More rings now. Again, if you've got Runic Affinity, you're going to want to be helping out with these rings. Got the middle one and the very outer one. If it's not going the direction you want, ask for a backup.
So the inner one of the two needs help, and the other one is single. It's too many.
Outer one's
Tank
fine.
ad guys as well.
Yep. Rings seem fine.
Yeah,
Gonna
just
dispel here, so we're just gonna use the soak while doing these. And move to the side of one of these lines. There's one going through where the boss is now. Move away from that. And clean up these ads if we can. We're going to get one more set of rings here. So again, if you've got Runic Affinity here, we've got an inner one.
No, inner solo.
Inner solo, outer.
Yep, and yeah, we're good. They're taken care of. Nicely done, everyone. And that should be the last set that we have to deal with.
Dodge lines and kill boss.
Yep, Lions one coming through the raid. You can roll that out as well and just do boss. Good stuff. That boss can be really tricky with the rings.
I accidentally did, I meant to slow the tank ad down with Piercing Howl, but instead accidentally clicked Challenging Shout, and the boss just turned around and started hitting me.
I did wonder how you died there. I was like, what could actually kill you at that point in that fight? There's a 291 leather head. Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Biceps with the roll of his life.
Run up to the back, by the way, here, guys.
Anyone want a free head? Love head?
I was just about to say it looks like a helmet from a Mortal Kombat movie, but this is like a fatality row.
Well, I believe Biceps is actually going in that with the roll of 1. Amazing. Just give that to Biceps.
Don't want to waste the high rolls, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Budget roll.
Yeah, mines are lower, but at least they have 2 digits.
No need for 2 in this case.
Alright, so I'll try and just keep with the same groups that we did in normal here, at least on the bosses that we've seen on normal now. So this fight, I believe there's not too much that changes between normal and heroic. We get more tank adds, but it's basically the same fight, just with a bit more damage.
Icicles one at a time.
Yeah, good shout, Elliot. If you maybe want to stay outside and info, what was that, sorry, Rob?
Icicles one at a time.
Yeah, indeed. We won't do all the icicles together now because they leave a dot this time as opposed to just doing damage. So if we do all of them on top, I'm not sure how many we get with the raid size because we got a couple earlier, but generally we want to try and spread them out. We can do 2 together, so the first phase and potentially the second, we can do a couple together, but I'll just call out with the icicles. If you get the big circle around you, which silences you, if you could move to just marking in the room here blue, just where we're stood now, and try and stack them on each other, it just keeps all those silent circles away from the group. Throw a feast down for those that have died.
They also spawn ads, right? So the ads are more stacked if we get the circle stacked.
Yes, what you mean, the soul fracture ads?
Oh
no,
the
sorry,
small skeletons.
The haunting ones. Yeah, indeed, it keeps them together. And again, like, try and keep an idea if you're fixated.
The skeletons is a good idea, guys. In sort of any downtime, grip them all in as much as you can, and just help each other kill the skeletons.
Indeed, it does help just to focus the skeletons down. But if we're all relatively stacked together as well, Ring of Peace and things like that can be useful.
On the outside team as well, guys, we're gonna start killing the 2 big guys before we put it on top of the.
Indeed, I'll let Elliot call that when he's out there.
And just ranged people keep kicking the screaming guys.
Cool.
It's so quiet.
So quiet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the ads are out now. Just go and kill down these ads. They also cast and need to be interrupted as much as possible. Good stuff. Let the tank go and pick those up. It's just the 1 spike, nice and easy. Just bring the boss on top of it, and we just kill it while we're here. And soak for this meteor, so everyone on route. And then we're going to get this. And then master spell if we can. Probably don't need absolutely everyone on that. But yeah, it's good. Then the inside team go in, so if you went in last time, go in this time.
Just don't pull on top of the Reavers yet, pull it away from the Reavers slightly, guys. What, you want inside?
75?
Yeah, pull it on top of the Reavers straight away. They're killing it fast. Just keep kicking the Reavers if you're on the outside team as well. Because when they come out, you can't kick them.
Now. And go out. Help clean up these ads.
Remember, don't put the spikes into each other.
Indeed, some silent circles going out. Let's see how many spikes we get now. So we've got 3 spikes now, so just put 2 of them together and 1 away from them each other. Yeah, that's close enough. We can just do all 3 here. We're going to need to anyway.
Oh, really?
And also for this.
Oh, that worked pretty well.
Yeah, we used a lot of cooldowns.
Got some interrupts that need over here. Good job.
And careful with the skeletons here as well.
I think outside team we just pull on top straight away, really, don't we? Realistically.
Yeah.
Seems that way. You kill it pretty quick. Emitters up in between phases.
Kill these tank ads quickly.
It's emitter this. Yeah. Okay. Combination.
Tankers need to die, guys.
Is that the tank ads that we're doing that? We just
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, 500% physical damage.
Yeah, that's fine. Just OPM at awkward time efficiency. Just a call to focus them.
Also, the emitter
wipe it
does
up.
a lot of damage as well. I think if it doesn't get killed.
Was the emitter there as well? So I was missing because that was going in. But yeah, as soon as the tank ads are up, just focus them. I know it means just moving away from the boss and all of that, but our DPS is certainly not an issue at the moment, so just try and focus on the mechanics. That was a bit of an awkward overlap there, just right before we transitioned.
When you say tank cats, you mean the big fat guys, right?
The big fat, yeah. Well, it depends which tank it hits as to how fat. Like, if you're basically calling Rob fat there, but yeah.
They spawn around the outside. There's 3 of them, and they just need kicking as well as
Just focusing down. Yeah, it was fine on the first set. I saw a good few people just run out to them and kill them. I think it was just the awkward timing, trip people up. Thank you for that repair. There's a Jeeves down if people need to repair here, like me. And there's a feast down in front of it. Yeah, it's good stuff. So there's still one of these ads on the side. But yeah, it's just these ads are the tank ads. Because after you kill them, the tank can then run into them to clear their debuff. This one spike you can just put under the boss, or we'll just move the boss onto it when it appears. Yep. So again, we're getting this just before we go in here, so just make sure we do these tank ads that have appeared now.
Try and keep the Reavers off for a second, guys. Just a little bit. About 10 seconds. Everyone's a Reaver now.
170.
Yeah.
About to transition.
Just want Reavers to kill, guys.
Emitter up.
Res Tansy. So focus these tank ads down, then we're going to have spikes go out. We can just place them all on top of each other, it was fine last time.
Rich, you okay to rally it? Because I already used mine when we do the...
And just focus these down.
Tank heads up, need to be interrupted.
Yep, all soak here, and then focus the tank ads afterwards. We're going to get the interrupt ad out here as well, so you're going to need to deal with that on the outside. So again, we're going to be transitioning here with these, just want to try and get these ads down and deal with the emitter if we can as well.
Got time to kill it before you go, I think.
Yeah, try. Yeah, indeed, it's nice going with the buff.
We can just pull on top straight away, I think, at this stage.
Yeah, especially now with the buff.
Another
tank
emitter up.
Yeah, another emitter. Silencers coming out, place them near the front. And then spikes, see how many we get. So we've got 3 here. Try and place them all on top again. We've still got some cooldowns left. And just focus these down, and then we've got him here to use Tide. Good. And focus the ads down, careful of the horns as well, soaked fists. Really be careful of all these ads that are near. And again, I think we're going to get the affix shortly before we go in, so try and make sure we focus it straight away. Yeah, the emitter's here, if we can interrupt and try and focus here while we do this. Try and do some damage to it before we go in. Inside team come in. And we get winds here, so just be careful when.
Just put it straight on top of everything.
And yep, good luck, thank you. Try to blow the rest of the ads up, start focusing on the boss. If you get the soak here, I'm going to ask that you just, can you block that Giga / die? Good. Option 1, much nicer.
I can't grip the emitter in.
Can someone, or will we just wait? Yep, nice. Cheers. And just make sure we're getting towards the safe zone here. Again, if you get the soak, you're going to have to go and sacrifice yourself, I'm afraid. Ah.
Yeah, drop.
Nice.
No one got the fucking weapon. That's so sad.
What's the weapon? Is it agility? Should I be doing this?
No, the KT strength weapon, the two-hand.
Uh,
Oh, I can buy it. Doesn't matter.
Azeroth's champions, you've arrived at last. Despite witnessing the broken cycle of life and death with your own eyes,
Alright, I'll throw Feast out.
you would stop us from remaking this flawed system.
So, phase 1 and 2, there's not really too much different from normal, what we did, aside from things just dealing a bit more damage. I believe there's a couple of extra adds in phase 2, but we'll deal with that a little bit when we get there. Phase 3, it now matters quite a lot about having the debuffs on you, because there's a spell that's cast called Banshee's Fury. You want to make sure that we've cleared all debuffs on people before the last tick of that spell gets cast. So the tanks want to ask for the spell beforehand, make sure they're dropping their debuffs off. And then healers, regardless if that cast is going off and anyone has a debuff, whether they've asked or not, dispel them towards the end of the cast, because it will wipe us. So if you see someone with stacks, try and dispel towards the end. The grace period will mean no one else picks it up, and we can still work with it that way. When we get to the last phase, just because we didn't do it last time, I'm going to jump to the left platform when the pools come out. If the off tank could jump to the right one and collect the pools and bring them back and get an early dispel, we can just get a little bit ahead of clearing up those pools. Aside from that, it should be relatively similar to normal, just a fair bit harder, and the arrows will do a lot more damage and will involve you having to try and time going over a little bit more. I think as some people saw in normal, if you go over too early, someone else comes over with you, you get hit your arrow, their arrow hits you, you're not getting healed, you will die. Aside from that, I think it's just a case of getting some balls in. This was quite tough the last time we were here. It felt tuned a lot harder than the rest of the stuff. So I assume it will probably be the same now, but we are doing a lot more damage. So I do think we can kill this as long as we get a nice clean pull.
We do last on pull, right? On this, on heroic.
Yes, we should get to. We'll do it when we get to, if we get to phase 3 and realise we don't have lust at that point then.
Normally you have it like when you get to the last platform on phase 3.
Yeah, indeed. Which is... And the last platform you can't jump off with arrows when we get there, but I'll just call that when we get there. So these are the chains. Try and avoid them unless you're intentionally trying to clear your stacks and be close to it. Stand out of the big circle.
Is 2 stacks manageable? I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, 2 stacks is fine. Once you get up to like 4 or 5, I'd start to look at clearing. I think we missed an emitter there. Put some raid damage on us. Or we missed one of the affixes.
Special coming. Watch your step.
So lots of chains here. This is when you purely want to focus on damaging chains and surviving. You can't damage the boss. Damaging chains and surviving.
Can I get a buff?
I already used it, unfortunately.
You'll clear it. You'll get it cleared here at least. Everyone gets chain here. So again, all chains, all surviving.
Barrier.
Still some chains in the side. People can.
Barrier went off.
Can we res
rice pudding?
Rice pudding.
Phase 2.
I need to make some drinky pots.
No.
Imagine falling off this bridge.
Who would do that?
I'm following Elias.
Don't do that.
Okay, are your clips ready?
Just careful of the wave that's coming now.
Banshee is aiming at our heads. This power is not yours.
I'll take the Goliath on the next platform if you want the Soul Judge armor.
Okay.
Well, it's Soul Judge prior, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget we don't have a gate on this bit here.
Well, we don't know, but we can all just stay close to bait, wait for the veils, and now move. Gate, not having the gates behind here is going to be a bit more annoying on the last phase when we're at the last platform.
Barriers up.
Make sure we spread here. Try and make sure we get this barrier down. Nice. Careful of the wave, and then we want to focus the soldier chair. So we don't want to dispel these yet, just dispel when it starts to deal some damage. But we're going to be getting a barrier, and we also need to be dodging the circles in a second, the veil. Nope, skip that, nice. So I'm going to focus the orbs that appear here, and the Goliath, I believe?
Summoner first in.
Summoner first, sorry, thank you.
Just gonna walk him back.
Orbs coming.
More orbs that we just want to make sure we get down, and the veil. If you get hit by the veil, then just move into the raid. So Murin, just move close to us now, and it will spread the debuff that gives you across the raid. And we want to move while spreading. Sorry, the word.
Is it Soul Judge or Summoner first?
Soul Judge first. Summoner.
And the orbs here, we want to try and focus on. And try and not stand near anyone that's got an arrow above their head.
Watch out for the wave from the right side.
Yeah.
Heroes, to me! Let's regroup with Jaina.
Interrupt.
We're done with your games, Sylvanas.
You will pay. All of you. You don't have to do this. Surrender.
Move away from the
Yeah,
boss.
definitely wants bloodlust.
Yeah, move away from the boss now. And wave, and back on the boss.
Just stay alive. That's great.
I just want to make sure we spread with those as much as possible. Just CC the ads here, stay alive.
Phase 3.
Right, so once the first puddles spawn, if the off tank could move and try and grab some from the right platform, I'll go to the left, try and keep an eye out for when the arrows go on top of your head. This is Banshee's Fury. This is what will kill us if we have any debuffs on us. So we have none now, but that's for the healers mostly. You want to dispel before the last tick of that, and you'll prevent a wipe if we have people with debuffs.
Am I going 2 platforms ahead?
Just one. We'll be fine. We can do 2 later if we need to.
Target you. Target you.
Dispel.
Target you.
We've got a lot of people about the spread. I've missed that because I was on the other platform, sorry. Let me know when you need to dispel armor. Banshee
go now.
Yep, got it. There's still a few debuffs out, so just try and dispel people with debuffs. We've got a lot of debuffs out. Any dispels here? Good master spell. Nice, that saved a wipe, that master spell, thank you. Going to be moving over shortly. Couple of arrows that went off near us.
Am I going ahead to the next one straight away?
You may as well clear, yep.
Die.
And spread here.
You've got 2 CRs for healers if you can.
Yeah, if we can CR anyone, to be fair, probably should have done one moved over. Spread for Veil.
Dispel.
And Bomber needs dispelling. I'll wait and do it at the last sec. Yeah, we had a couple go off. Barriers up.
Target you.
I think one maybe moved back a little bit too early then, and that was one just going off in the raid, I think.
Target you.
What percentage she died?
50%.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to call for spreading for that a bit better.
Dispel.
I'd try, we need to cool down. Create a metro wipe, just try and see as much as we can, see if many people get arrows that haven't had them before, get a bit more used to the mechanics.
John, when do we have to jump over? You say there's like a debuff or something, like a bomb going off in the way.
It's the arrows.
Yeah, it's the arrows. So.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay.
Yeah, it's Wailing Arrow. So you'll get a Wailing Arrow on your head. And
yeah, I didn't see one, so I was like.
No, don't worry about it. Like if you've not seen this before, it's like it's.
No, what I mean is I didn't have an arrow over my head at any point. So.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
it may have been. It may have been something else. But for the out, you do get 3 go out. They go out in sequence. So it'll do 1, then 2, then 3. The 1 needs to move over first. Then when they come back, the second one goes over. Come back, the third one goes over.
Right.
So you can't all move over early, and you need to be, like Rob said earlier, once you've moved over, you want to wait until she's fired the arrow at you and it's exploded while you're on the other platform, and then you come back. But that was still actually a really good first pull, because we basically got to phase 3 and we didn't lose too many in phase 1, which is where a lot of the damage can be. And phase 3 will just be a good case of getting there and learning it a bit for the people, because it is a tricky phase. It's quite punishing. It's a lot of things that can wipe with the debuffs or just with the arrows. It was still a very good pull.
Oh, thanks, Giga.
You can release it, by the way, straight away, and you just appear right next to the feast.
I opened the guild bank and it crashed my game.
Wait for Elliot to get back.
Back in.
Indeed, yeah, thank you, Giga. If you want to, there's a guild bank just on me here. Put a little marker down. There's some Vantus runes, which there's no reason to not take, since Gigas nicely provide. Vantus rune, Sanctum, Domination. Just put one of those in your inventory, target Sylvanus, and click it.
Can we just go again over when we were supposed to be jumping from the platforms and coming back?
Yeah. So there's an ability called Wailing Arrow, I believe it's the name of it. They puts 3 out. If you get one on you, your DBM or so forth should notify you, but you'll see an arrow above your head. That won't go off immediately. It depends at which one you got, whether you got the first, second, or third one. You'll see a countdown go above your head, or you should do, with it go down from 3, 2, 1. When it gets to 2, you want to jump over. So you go over to the other platform. She will then fire the arrow at you as it expires. You wait, the arrow goes off, and then you jump back. So it might just be a case that you need to see it if you've not had it before. When they go out, try and have a look at other people doing it as well. Elliot, do you mind keeping a vague eye on the veil that happens in phase 3 and trying to call that out? Because the first one that happens, I'm on the other platform, so I just didn't notice, and I think we got loads of people covered in that.
So you just want you want to spread for it, right? So you just
want to spread, yeah.
So
if you could
sit
just
on
try
2
and keep
people.
a vague eye on that, because that's the one that I'm missing a little bit. I try and keep an eye on it, but the first time I'm on a platform doing something and I missed it that time. I try and keep an eye on it myself, but I think that's the one. I might
Do you want me to call the arrows as well, because it comes up on my DPM or my add-on in front of my face?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I can try and do that when I'm there. But yeah, there's no harm in that.
I think you need to remote call in, Simon.
Let's get a few more pulls in.
And,
I was say it was actually still really good first pull, because phase 1 is quite tricky to get out of cleanly. Phase 2 is not awful, as long as you don't jump off bridges.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very well. Check it is. 3, 2, 1. Special time.
Watch your step.
just want to dodge these circles. We're going to be getting some chains again soon. Chains are out hard, Elliot. You probably want to try and make sure you get one here.
Can I get a bot, maybe, Rob? Thank you.
And get the barrier down if we can. Yeah, be careful of the circle. Just sort.
Special coming. Phase change.
Phase.
Watch your step.
And just focus on staying alive here.
Good job, guys. Really clean phase 1.
Indeed. That's clean as it gets.
Spread. Phase 2.
Oh, the Duke, the Duke.
Still hit you.
Yeah, that roll didn't actually do what I thought it would. That was so much cleaner, incidentally. I came out of it with like no mana last time, and
You can get it down to 70% if you have enough DPS, kind of thing.
I think it just stops taking damage after a certain point.
Okay.
Watch where. Watch where. Watch where.
I've opened the way. Go! Stop Sylvanas!
Interrupt.
Banshee is aiming at our heads!
Little tip, guys, when you jump to this platform, don't use any big damage spells for like the first 10 seconds, because she's still immune.
Barrier. Get the barrier, yep. Banshee's Veil coming up in a bit. Trying to stack near the boss now, and then we can just move. And wait for the Veils. And move. Did we just get one of them now? Is that just a thing? Let's get like 3.
I'm pretty sure it was 3 on our first attempt.
Yeah.
Spread.
With me, champions! Jaina needs our strength!
Watch where.
Champions will assist the ally.
And focus the soldiers here. Try and CC the ads the best that you can.
Watch your step.
Careful of fire.
Switch down.
Barriers up.
Switch down. Watch where.
Away from the side.
Quickly, champions! Stop Sylvanas!
And the summoner straight away here. Try and focus the orbs when they appear.
Switch down. Watch your step.
just spread here, just got a couple of healing debuffs. And there's another summoner. Focus that.
Wait from the right.
Yep, using wave.
That was cheeky.
Interrupt.
We're done with your
Move out of melee.
And just CC the ads here, do what you can to stay alive. Damage doesn't matter. Any stuns or just anything. Nice, that was insanely clean. Reg hard as soon as we can here when we get out.
Quickly, champions! Stop Sylvanas! That bends to my will!
Then a nice clean Banshee's Fury, no debuffs. And the arrows and puddles are going out now. Try and clear the head platform, I'll go do the left one.
Spread for fail barrier.
Target you. Watch your steps. Target you. Target you.
Thanks for calling that.
Target you.
And try and avoid the puddles here if you can. Banshee's Fury in 10, so if you've got debuffs now, try and have a look at getting rid of them. Niv Ezix, you've got a couple of debuffs on you. Kill for dispels. Just dispel off these debuffs now. Nicely lived. Arrows are out. Arrows being handled nicely. Yep, that's a couple of arrows that just hit the raid there. We are alive.
Going ahead.
Veil in 8 seconds, spread for Veil.
Yep.
Target you. Target you. Watch your step.
Spread.
Combat res hard if we can here.
Target you.
Banshee's Fury's coming up. Want to try and remove any stacks that people have. Army, you'll need a spell soon.
Dispel Elliot, please.
Oh, dispels here. Any dispels? Anyone has? No, we had debuffs on us.
Target you.
That's still a really good pull.
Target you.
Believe I found a scrub to help us with the next follow or two.
Simon whispered me as well.
I just jump off if you can hit. We can get one, potentially two more pulls in.
Nothing escapes the cycle will be broken. At long last, we will have justice.
Who's the new guy?
Not sure.
Guys, it's a free boss, okay?
Come, Simon, come.
He comes in for the last boss. He wants the. Yeah, I see how it is.
Comes for
For all the glory.
Comes for the for the old warrior soul on his warlock. Getting in.
I have many lucky doos that you like.
Just do what you're doing. Mechanics are so easy, guys. We have all the damage. It's just about getting a clean phase 3. Like it's almost dead. Lost the third platform on the final phase. Just call all the mechanics individually. Do everything you've been doing so far.
Will we have lost if we lost at the start, do you think still?
Yeah. It's 1 minute per platform, and it would time out perfectly. They pulled your head there, and I don't think it'll be too much more. We'll see if it's a lot more, but I think we should still do third platform. Come on, boys, we got this.
Easy go.
Now I don't actually have to be looking at my timers because Simon's going to call everything.
Exactly. I'm just going to sit back, get my feet up now.
Let's do it, guys. You still have to do the stuff, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
When we get to the last platform, guys, if you get an arrow, just move to one of the far sides of the platform. I think.
I'll put up Magus.
Yeah, we've got a portal now as well for that, which will make it lovely.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very well. Death it is. 3, 2, 1. Special coming.
But yeah, phase 1 and 2 last time were just super clean anyway.
Barrier.
Watch your step. Run out. I always hit my mark. Watch your step. Special coming.
I think we skipped the second set of chains. Basically, last time we did this, we got 4 set of chains. We're getting 2 now. I think something is up.
Definitely doesn't feel as bad.
Snotty.
But to be fair, the whole thing, our DPS has felt massive compared to last time.
Look at this. Might get double here. I think we're close to transitioning. Do chains fast, guys. Focus chains. All just blast chains. Most important, yeah. And do the barrier as well, yeah. Healers can help with the barrier. I went off. It's okay. Oh, really?
Hit my mark. Special coming.
To change now and live. Just spread out. Raw if we can, biceps. Just for movement. Do you have Ankai totem?
I don't see.
Just, yeah, I don't. But you can maybe do it after. Just do it after when we're down.
Okay.
I think if he's been given it, he needs to accept it, right? Otherwise he might spawn up here. Or he could just decline.
Just decline
Just
and
decline.
get another,
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
Phase 2.
Okay, John.
I was aiming for Jack, to be honest.
I can't believe I wasted my heroic leap to try and get in. Alright, Elliot, there's holes on the bridge. Perfect, thanks for the info. And yeah, we don't need to gate here at all, because you get 1 to 2 of the circles, and one of them can spawn in the middle of the fucking nothing. So it's super nerfed and super bugged, so... barrier. Easy. Healers can heal the barrier as well. So we cross, watch Black Star from the left, Soul Judge first. Just watch feed. Blast the barrier. And watch feed. You don't even get it here, do you? It like calls it's happening, but it doesn't happen, I think.
I thought we just skipped it last time or something. That's why, because the timer was definitely there for it. But...
Yeah, but you didn't get it any other pulls.
Yeah.
Night Summoner first. Just focus these orbs when they're up. Elliot, can you rally when we're on the next platform?
Yeah.
Just for safety, perfect. British will walk across. So just first. Find the Soul Judge, guys.
Open it.
Come on, do this pulse. Watch from the right. And watch feed as we run, so we don't get it here either. Oh, we do. It's just
yeah, just during transition. Plain last pull.
Interrupt.
Melee run away in 2 seconds. Well, not yet, sorry. Run away now, melee. Step away, play it safe, no need to take damage here. We have all the damage we need. Just dodge. Much feed.
I like how they spawn off the platform, that's great.
Yeah, they're so...
They're such a box. I'll take that.
Use a personal, use a health don't you if you have, just to live. We don't need him really in the end here. Alright, John and Rob, you run ahead. When we spread for darkness, guys, just use the entire platform. Run away from the boss, spread out on the entire platform. We can play this as safe as we want. It's all that matters for us to deal with this mechanic. Mama and Rob, try to run to the left side of the room with your portals. Everyone else try to steer. Looking at the boss now, try to keep the left side and the back side clean. I know it might be difficult to watch, but where we're jumping, the back side, leave it clean for portals to jump or drop. Mama, if you clear these up. Barrier. Yeah, just do the barrier so the healers focus on it. Spread here, full spread, use the platform. It's fine. And spread the debuff. Call dispels early.
Dispel.
Might need to clean up this platform before we get Banshee's Fury here. Banshee's Fury in 10. So Rob, can you pick up these? I think you... Did you not?
I didn't get a dispel.
I didn't hear, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Mama's still got 4, needs dispelling.
6 rally. Arrows run across with 1 second left. Warrior and Wussy next 2. Wussy next arrow. Good job. And everyone next. Just pre-spread here, guys. We get spread early, so we just spread already. Don't get baited in. Don't get baited in. Just stay out.
Am I clearing
Play the spread. Yeah, you can just go ahead. Fine. Do the barrier. And spread. And there we go. Just keep playing.
Target you.
Just come back early, Rob. Here. You don't have to over. Just come back.
Yeah,
and just start clearing up on our platform here. Banshee's for in 2 seconds. We need all debuffs off here.
Dispel.
Staying.
Someone dispel moving. Someone dispel moving.
Good last second dispels there. Keep playing. Arrows across with 1 second left. Mama, Jack, and Hatch. Try to not come back too early. Wait for the arrow to explode, guys. You're coming back a little bit too early. Wait for the arrow to explode on the other side. CI Elliot range before we go if we can. Be spread. And stay spread again. Stay spread. Don't run back in. Don't get baited. Just stay spread. Just chill. Just keep being spread. Keep being spread. Stand still. Perfect. And the next platform in a sec. Yeah, we'll last as soon as we land.
Can I get a dispel before we go? Cheers.
Pre-spread here. Lost as soon as we land. We get Banshees very early, so we need all stacks gone now. All stacks need to be gone.
This one, Mama.
Someone get Mama. Mine's on cooldown. Someone, Mama, dispel.
Okay. Keep playing. We don't have to go to next and clear. Just damage as much as we can. Yeah, she'll die. Just arrows across, guys. Arrows across. Rob, Moirin, and Chubus. Good job, guys. And it's free. Good job.
Dispel.
Woohoo! You're okay. You don't need.
Yeah, go.
Nice.
Maybe.
Simon is gonna be so smug about this.
Guys, what's the problem? Okay. Such an easy fucking boss.
I did such a good job getting everyone prepared, I feel.
Yeah, it was good. You didn't have it. Like it was just if you got to the spells before, it would have been dead.
Congrats, everybody who hadn't.
At the same time, it's my first raid here, and it's your first kills of Sylvanas on Heroic. Does somebody see a coincidence here?
It's all you, mate. It's all
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome to the town.
Thank you guys for carrying me.
Carry out the group.
Alright, GG's guys. Thanks for coming this week. You really did well all night, all evening. It was such a pleasure.
Everyone did brilliantly.
John, you get to have the outro speech. I don't deserve it. You have it, John. All you.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much for the raid, everyone. If everyone could open their calendars, go to next week and make sure to sign up for next week when you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What if I don't know?
You all. Yeah, you don't sign up, Simon.
Ah.
Just turn up for the last kill again. Just wait until we get to the last boss and then turn up.
Next week's easy, right? Jailer we can do in our sleep now. So.
Is there any the loots incidentally? No, I can't trade mine.
See, Liverpool scored in the 99th minute. What the fuck? GG's, guys.
GG's.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
GG's.
Thanks for raid.
Thanks, Raid. We'll see you all next week.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks for the raid.
Yes, good night.
Everyone off to go buy their thing.
Yeah, we can all buy an item now, can't we? But you can only buy it in normal, right? Because we haven't killed enough bosses to upgrade a second one to heroic level. Am I right?
I've got enough.
Have you done any yet before?
Well, I had enough to do 20, like, and turn it into a thing, and I've got 7 still.
Oh, actually, I do as well. Yeah, I've got 21. Perfect. Means I can get the kill for Zab weapon for Fury.
Tell me what you need, my friend.
missed my scale.
What did you just take? Old Warrior's Soul?
Got Old Warrior's Soul and Shard of Aegis.
Well, you bought 2?
No, I had Old Warrior's Soul first.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to keep my shield for as much as I could.
Isn't the Aegis like a damage thing though? Oh no, it's like a. No,
It's
I remember.
a damage reduction, and then
It's like
damage.
it's like a worse scale, but because it's the item level, it's better.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to put someone that's from the other side, you know, just next to him, so I could have a scale, that'd be handy. Oh, you doing any CS?
Who's on?
Oh, no one. It's just me and you.
I think because there's not many of us, and I prefer to play when there's like 4 of us, I'll probably give it a miss.
Okie dokie.
I'll message you if I